Welcome to another episode of Riding and Wrenching, the biggest little YouTube channel on the entire interwebs. I am your host, Q the Rider, and in today's episode, I'm going to go over with you some of my favorite items that I have purchased on Amazon that you might want to purchase for that favorite motorcycle rider in your life, even if it's yourself. But before we get started with my list of items here, I want to give a special shout out to the sponsor of this video, Wings Customs. Wings Customs makes some of the most phenomenal motorcycle accessories for your Harley Davidson touring motorcycles, and I'm going to be reviewing more of their products in the coming months on this channel. I've already done one video reviewing the handlebars that I installed on my 2018 Harley Davidson Road Glide. They are the biggest, the fattest handlebars that you can buy for your Harley Davidson touring motorcycle. So let's get into my list of items from Amazon. Actually, I'm going to start with the weirdest one of them. And honestly, the one that's probably the least effective item that I bought. But what this is a device where you can put a baseball cap in here, some of those expensive Harley caps that you can buy, and you can put them in here and wash them. It opens up like that, and you put your hat in there, and they instruct you to put the hat in your dishwasher. I actually put it in my washing machine. It did clean the hat, and I ran it through the cycle a couple of times, and it did make a difference, but it's not perfect. It's not going to be 100%, but if you bought some of those expensive Harley Davidson hats and you want to give them a little bit more life, extend their life a little bit longer, this is an item that you can buy to wash your hats. The next item I'm going to show you these are just some very simple headliners, helmet liners actually. Helmet liners. I like these because they're really thin and they're cheap. They're very, very inexpensive, and they do the trick. Because some helmet liners you buy, they're a little thicker and end up giving you a headache because helmets are already a little bit tight. But this thing is so thin, and it does a very effective job of wicking the sweat away, especially if you got a bald head like I do. But they do a nice job of keeping your helmet clean and fresh, and you can wash these a couple of times and then throw them away when you want and buy some more because they're really cheap. Next thing we'll go over, now this is a pretty interesting product that I bought. I'm not sure if this is legal, but it's lens tint. So if you have a lens on your bike, let's say you have a lens that's red, kind of like what I had on this bike, and you want it to be a little darker, you buy this stuff. You can tint your lens and make it a little bit darker. It's from a company called Lithium, very, very popular and common company, been around for a long time, and it's pretty effective. It works. I just don't know if it's legal. So read the instructions on the back and make sure it's legal for the application that you want to use it for. Next item, let's see. Let's do this one. This is a fun one. This is a plug for the cigarette lighter that's on your touring bike. Now, they come in a set of 3. This one says Fire Missile. It's one of my favorites. They also have, I also have one that says Eject. And that one is actually in my truck because when my wife is riding with me and she's talking a little bit too much, I keep threatening to push the button. Unfortunately, it's just a plug for the lighter. And if you have, one of the older Road Glides like I do, a little plastic plug that Harley includes with your bike, it falls out, it doesn't stay in place. This thing stays in place. So if you're not using your cigarette lighter for a charging port, you can put one of these pretty cool little plugs in there. I really like these. They're pretty crafty and they're cheap. Let's see, what do we go over next here? I'll save that for last. Let's do this one. I use this thing a lot. This is an oil drain pan from TCMT, and you can buy this off of Amazon. It's a nice, low profile oil drain pan, and you can place it under your bike and you can drain, if you remove your oil filter, all the three plugs, you just put this in one spot and it's going to catch all the oil. It's very cool, very effective. It has 2, obviously you're going to unscrew this plug here. This is where the oil is going to drain into, and this is a vent plug. And when you take your used oil to AutoZone or wherever you're going to dispose of it, this cap comes off. So this is a very, very cool drain pan. I actually use it for my motorcycles and my truck, so I like it. I'll highly recommend it. And I got oil on my hands. All right, let's see. Well, speaking of oil changes, I bought these O-rings from Amazon. And these are for the transmission, the engine, and the primary. And little orange O-rings. These are actually very effective. I've been using these for probably about a year, and they hold up pretty well. I have bought some cheap O-rings before, and they end up disintegrating in between oil changes. These have held up very well, and I highly recommend them. And they're much cheaper than what you can buy from Harley, like everything else. But you know, you can buy a whole bag of them like this. I think this came in a bag of 100. And again, I've had these for, I think, about a year now, and I still haven't run out yet. All right, now sometimes I trailer my motorcycle, and whenever I trailer my motorcycle, I always worry about my trailer being stolen. So if you're worried about that, this is a pretty cool lock that you can buy from Amazon. I keep the key on the key ring for my truck, and it just locks the hitch, what do you call it there? Hitch pin? I don't know what you call it, but it basically locks your trailer in place. It gives you a little bit more security. I mean, there's no such thing as a foolproof system for protecting your trailer, but the trailers are not cheap. And so anything you can do to make it more difficult for the thieves is good for you. So this is a nifty little lock that I bought. It just slides in. It locks the pin in place on top of the ball, or the hitch ball, so it makes it more difficult to remove the trailer. So definitely get yourself one of these if you trailer your bike sometimes. Oh, speaking of trailer, you can also buy a Kendon trailer off of Amazon. They have all of the different trailers and lifts that Kendon offers are all available on Amazon. I'll post a link to a couple of my videos here from some of the products that I've reviewed on for Kendon. I have my motorcycle trailer over in the corner of my garage, and what I like about those trailers is that they're small. They don't take up a lot of space. Honestly, I would prefer to have an enclosed trailer, but I just don't have the space for it. I can't store it outside, and I have a 2-car garage, and there's just no room for a full-size trailer. So a stand-up trailer like the one that I have over there is perfect for my needs. Honestly, they have one that can carry 2 bikes, and I could still stick it in that same place over there, and I might invest in that sometime in the future. But until then, I'm going to stick with the trailer that I have. And if you want to check out those trailers, you can check out my video or go on Amazon and just do a search for Kendon trailers. And again, I'm going to provide links to everything that I discussed here in the description of this video. So be sure to check out those affiliate links. Any links that you click on, I will get a small commission, but it will not increase your cost at all. So it's a cheap way for you to help support the channel and buy products that you like. All right, let's keep going. I've reviewed these in the past, but I can't say enough positive things about them. These are examples of some practice cones that I bought. I have 2 different colors I work with, orange and green. These are very sturdy. It's a hardened rubber. They do pretty well, you know, and they sit still. They're not going to get blown around easily. Yet if you run them over, you can bump them out of the way, and hopefully they won't make you fall. I did get one trapped. I ran over it with my back tire, and it kind of ran up and made contact with the rotor. That cone didn't do too well. But I really like these cones. I'll probably buy some more, because it's nice to have them for practicing. And obviously, the more cones you have, the more patterns that you can set up. All right, down to the last couple of items. Actually, we talked about trailering, so let's talk about this kit here. This is Vehicle X. All right, these are tie-down straps, and I really like this kit because it has everything that I need to secure my motorcycle to a trailer. So I'll go over what's in here. All right, so this is everything that you need to tie your motorcycle down. You have some straps here. If you like to use your handlebars for securing your bike to the trailer, you can wrap that around the handlebars, and now you have a nice spot to attach your tie-down straps. You can also use these on crash bars and other parts of your bike to help secure it. And the rest of it's just a basic ratchet strap, so you have 4 ratchets here. And they work pretty standard like any other ratchets would do. And then this is the strap. Now what makes these straps really nice is that they're thicker, they're heavier duty straps. You know, I've seen people use the really thin straps that are, I don't know, they're probably about an inch, maybe an inch thick or an inch wide. Those are not rated for the amount of weight that you're tying down with a motorcycle. And you know, if you scour the internets or interwebs, you'll find videos of people whose bikes have fallen over on their trailers. Sometimes it's because of poor technique for tying the trailer down. Sometimes it's because the straps fail. So you definitely want straps that are rated to carry the weight of your motorcycle. Our motorcycles weigh, you know, some of them north of 900 pounds. So make sure, whether you buy these straps or not, make sure that you get straps that are rated for your motorcycle. And again, I like this because it comes in a kit and it has everything that you need. And I keep everything in here so it keeps it nice and neat and organized. I can't recommend these highly enough. I really, really like these straps. All right, now down to the home stretch here. I've reviewed this toolkit before and I'm reviewing it again because I highly recommend this toolkit. This thing gets so much use. This is actually the second one that I bought. I bought one for each one of my motorcycles, and I guess I need another one now because I now have 3 motorcycles, and I just like to have a toolkit. And this thing is very handy because it's set up, or it has all of the things that you need in an emergency situation for a Harley Davidson motorcycle. There are kits that are set up for other bikes, whether you have a metric bike, BMW, and Indian, it doesn't matter. They have kits with different size, or whether they're metric or the imperial sizes. But this one, a particular kit, is set up for Harley, so I can do a lot of different maintenance items on the side of the road, tying something down. It includes zip ties. You've got a multi-use screwdriver here with Phillips and flathead. You've got a few sockets here. And again, they're small, but they come in handy. And then you have some wrenches with open and closed here. It's nice. I have an adjustable wrench. I really don't like it. Well, I really don't care for these things, but you have it just in case you need it. No, correction. It's these vice grips I don't like. Ugh. These things. I don't like these things. But in any event, most of the tools that you're going to need for an emergency situation on the side of the road, you will be glad that you have something like this. Now, I've had people on in the comment section of my other videos criticize me for buying this kit. They claim that it's overpriced. I don't think so. I really don't think so. I've actually priced this kit out trying to buy these items individually. And yes, you can do that, but I like the convenience because this is already done. It even has a little bit of Loctite in here. I mean, they've really thought of everything putting this kit together. You have a spark plug socket. I don't know why I would use this on the side of the road, but it's in there. I mean, literally anything that you're going to need for an emergency situation is in this kit. I can't recommend this highly enough. I love these kits. This is from Cruise Tools, so you can definitely look those up. Again, check the description of my video for the link for this toolkit. You can thank me later. And finally, the last item that we're going to cover that you can buy on Amazon, this little guy here. If you like traveling and you want to show your friends what you're seeing out there on the road, you can buy a drone, and this thing is so freaking cool. It's very small and lightweight. And again, everything that you need is going to come in this kit here. So you have your control. Now, back in the old days, when DJI first came out with these drones, you would use your cell phone for a screen. What now, you don't have to do that. Everything you need is on the hand control here. It's very cool. And on the back, you have the little joysticks that you can put in place here. So if you're out touring the country and you see some beautiful landscapes, Everything you need is in here. It even includes a couple of extra batteries. So I've got one battery that's already in here. Wait a minute, is this upside down? Yep, it was upside down. So I got one battery in here and 2 spare batteries, plus a very nice lightweight carrying case. This thing, I doubt that it weighs a pound. It's very, very light and small. And I love how it collapses and folds up. And this is so much better than the earlier drones that first came out. When the drones first came out, the carrying case was the size of a suitcase. So this thing fits in the palm of your hand, and it takes amazing pictures, 4K pictures, and it's just absolutely amazing. Can't say enough nice things about it. So there you have it. There's my list of gifts that any motorcycle rider would love to have. They're all available on Amazon. I've included affiliate links in the description of this video for every item that you see here. In fact, if you click on any of my links and buy anything else from Amazon, I'll also get a small commission for that. And I would really appreciate it if you'd support the channel by doing that. I have no idea of knowing what anyone bought, so your privacy is secured. This is just an easy way for you to support the channel and also buy some pretty cool gifts for that favorite motorcyclist in your family. So that's all I have for this video. This is Q. I'm riding, I'm wrenching, and I am out.
Hey y'all, this is Everyday Faye.
And this is Landshark Chronicles, and we are on the biggest little YouTube channel on the whole entire interweb. My name is Gavin. I rode up from Jacksonville, Florida to see Mr. Q, the biggest little YouTube channel on the interweb.
My man.
Biggest little YouTube
channel on the entire interweb.
On the entire interweb, that's right. Say that fast 3 times.